What's up everybody, we're back with another video and today we're going to be reviewing NEX titanfall sets. The Militia Pilot Attack set and the IMC Pilot Strike Building set. These are based on the game Titanfall and we're going to review them and let's go. Okay, so I already got them built. We got everything here. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the figures. So here are the figures. We have the Militia Spectres and the IMC Pilot and the Militia Pilot and the IMC Spectre. So to my opinion, these are great design and accurate to the game as well. And to see later as the fact that these are all pretty cool. But also the fact they could also stand on studs. It has to be perfect. With the pilots, you could put them there perfect, but with the specters, they're kind of hard to stay on because look, you see, whenever I bent, you see, it's like easy for them to fall. So you see, it's like it's just hard. So I'm gonna put one foot on there. There we go. And these are accurate things to the game, and they they all have different articulations. So here's the I believe IMC Spectre. So he has a full leg move, a full arm move, and a hand move. And that's one of my favorite things to use in the game. And this is the movement that he has. Now the IMC Pilot, or the pilots in general, they have different movement. They have foot and knee movement, arm movement, and even head move. Okay. See, these I'm gonna bring this up is the fact that everything to this is accurate, but it's just the movement is very off. Like this right here, the thing, it could hold on. It's just you need to be extremely careful, especially the arms, because these could break off easily. And this is a pretty decent figure. These are pretty decent figures. But most likely with the pilots, you're going to have to be very careful because they're easy to lose and kind of break. Whereas with these, you don't really need to. Same thing with the other ones right here. So since we got the figures out of the way, let's get on to the sets. Starting off with the Militia Pilot Attack set, this is accurate somewhat to the game. Honestly, I'm not talking about accuracy, but as a play set. But this is in the game, and most of the time, it's in games that are destructible, and in my opinion, it looks like it should be this way. Because this is opposite, but most of the time we're going to be using it like this. And it does have good play features. Like there's gonna look, I'm gonna put the camera up, but there's one right there. And I'm gonna show you what that does. And you could just get a figure like a pilot or militia, or I mean Spectre. But you could get a pilot, but it's kind of hard for them to stand up. You need to look for that precise standage, and you could get that. And press this. There he goes. And that's a decent one, but most likely the coolest one if you're going to go display this is to do this with the pilot. Get his feet, move it real quick, and do this. Have him roll one. And there you go. And also, there's also more ability to this, like this thing. What this does is you get a pilot, stick it to the back of their jetpack, and you can do this. It's basically the pilot jump in game, and you could also spin it around and just do a bunch of other stuff. But pretty decent. and even gives you something else. It also gives you a turret with some stuff for the bottom. And this one is unique to the other set that we're going to be talking about, which is the fact that in this one it could go up and even turn, but right now it doesn't want to turn. Most of the time you want the bottom to turn, not like the actual gun itself. But if you do, you could actually get your pilot and actually try to shoot him. If you could get him to stand up, and if this would let him. Yep, there we go. Let's see if I could get it first try. Okay. It's kind of hard to shoot, but you see, it's like you want to get this at an angle to where it could be. So there we go. We have the Militia Pilot Attack set. Now on to the next one. Here we are with the IMC Pilot Strike Building set. And this one has a little bit more. Not a lot, but more. With this, this is basically the thing on the other set, but with this one, it could break off, so that's lost cover. And with this one, it's the pilot against the freaking I believe the Militia Spectre. Yes, Militia Spectre. So basically, the pilot is going to be against the Spectre, and of course comes with the thing right here, and it also comes with something in case you don't want this to be right there. It comes with the stand, so you could do this, but it can't go up and down. It can only turn, which is, and this is a simple set, but at the end we're gonna do something special, and I might even do another review. But yeah, there we go. But the good thing with these other two sets is you could combine them into one. But there's actually one more thing I forgot to point out for the Militia Pilot Attack set, is the fact that with the thing for the guy to be flying, which is this thing, there's also a little thing. You get this in the set, but you build it. You get the thing with the big blue one that's attached. You get it right here, and instead of you wanting to display with the character right there, you could just get him. It might be out of frame, and you could put him right there to have him be a jetpack flyer. Just need to pose him, and that's it. Okay, you see what I mean? It's like it's easy to break, and I'm not gonna cut that. So most likely that's it for this. But there's also one more thing we're gonna do. If you get these two, or at least get both of them, you could combine them together to have a full-on versus 2v2. Because these two are on the same team, and these two are on the same team. So basically, I'm going to combine them, and then we're going to see what they look like. So this is what they look like when you combine them both together. We're going to go by them like the last time when a few minutes ago, what I did with the first, like, buildable ones. I'm going to go from the first to the second. So I'm going to do the one that's right here. So starting off, it's still tall, and it still recurs its same features. Like, it still has the one right here, but instead of it going forward, it's going to the side. And I think it also has a second feature right here, because when you combine like each broken side, it looks like that, and it also has like a wall right there. But as soon as you try to put them, it would break. So that acts like another feature, and you can also stand them right here. So like this, if I'm able to. There we go. So you could stand them right there with a broken roof, and you could kind of put it to the sides like that. But most of the time you're going to keep it up as its default state. But honestly, I think I would prefer the set like this first time. And also there's one right here. But it looks like that if you were going to keep it like this, it would be like that. So since we're done with this, we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, now with this one, it's taller as well, but this one's a mix for me because most of the time it would be like this in the middle, or at least in a corner like this. But it still has its features. Like with this, you could still break down, but it's gonna be like that. So it looks like you're gonna do this with a pilot. Like you're gonna get the thing where it looks like they're using their jetpack. Hold on, I'm getting it. So it looks like it's gonna look like this. You're gonna get your thing. You're gonna have the pilot jump into there. But then it also has an interior as well. Don't worry, we'll get to this one right here. But the interior looks like they come from here and you're able to shoot right there. But then this is where it gets kind of a mix for me. It's the fact that I'm gonna do this. It's the fact that the sign's right here and it's been held up. And I'm actually gonna hold the camera now. Here, let me take off the stand. But look, it's the fact that when you try to put your figure, it's gonna go like that. So that's why it's a mix in my opinion. But here, I'm gonna have it at an angle. There we go. So I'm gonna get a pilot and put it, and you're gonna see what I mean. So it's gonna be at its normal state, but then it's like when you do this, it looks like it looks like it's breaking, but still pretty decent. So it's like I would recommend buying both of these again. Like buy two of them. Like have the one be by themselves, but then build them again, but in their second form. So um, at least the freaking turrets still work. Like with this one, it could go right here, and this one would go right here. So basically, it's a team deathmatch, as I said, because two pilots and militia, no wait, specters, I mean, work as a team. So there you go. So that's it for this review. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been a while since I uploaded, and I wanted to upload this for like a while now. Because I just got the two Titanfall games, and I just got these. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a review. But um, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'm gonna post an update later or even tomorrow because of what's going on, and I can't say because YouTube the yamatization. I can't pronounce it. Demonetize. There we go. Demonetize. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's review of NEX Titanfall.